Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we've got some big, important, exciting Monster High news to discuss because a new Skullector has been revealed. And before you roll your eyes, it's a good one. The Edward Scissorhands x Monster High collaboration of our dreams has finally begun. At least of my dreams. A lot of people are pissed that the doll was gender bent to be a girl, but I'm fine with that because it reminds me of the Kotobukiya figure. Kotobukiya? I totally said that wrong. But it reminds me of this figure that I love, so I'm excited. You're probably excited, right? I don't know, man. I'm too excited. Let's get into this. When I saw this picture, I cannot tell you how excited I got. I looked at it and I was like, holy shit, it's finally happening. I have wanted an Edward Scissorhands Skullector for as long as I can remember. This one is just something that I just love the movie. Like, it's a good movie. I do like the movie. And Edward Scissorhands, let's just face it, has a very recognizable, iconic design. So, yeah. This is one that I've been wanting for a very long time. And I'm excited. Though, I do admit, it would have been nice for this to be a 2-pack. Similar to the way that people wanted Victor to be included with Emily for them to be a 2-pack, which I was fine with Emily being on her own. And I'm fine with Victor. Edward. I'm mixing up the Johnny Depp characters now. I'm fine with Edward being on his own, but I have seen a lot of concepts people did where Edward would be with, why don't I remember her name? I've seen the movie how many times and I don't remember her name. Okay. I'm a fake fan, I guess, even though I've watched the movie like 5 times minimum. The girl Winona Ryder plays. Why don't I remember her name? It's actually bothering me. Her name is Kim. That's the easiest name to remember in the world. I'm just dumb. I'm just a moron, guys. Anyway, it would have been nice for it to be a 2-pack, and I do have one minor complaint. I don't like that the hand is like bronze. The quote-unquote hand is like bronze. It should have been black. You know, I just feel like the bronze is a bit distracting. I don't think it was bronze in the movie, but whatever. That's a very minor complaint. So we also got this information on the forum, which fan club members can access, but people always screenshot and just post it everywhere anyway. So it says, "Hey fan club, a cult classic dark fantasy film celebrates 35 years since its release next month, and we're giving fans a gorgeous collectible to celebrate. Can you guess who?" Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I wonder who it is. It's always funny when they decide to be cryptic like that. Anyway, these are the 2 close-up photos that we were given. And the rest of the little info dump thing, the blurb basically just explains when the doll's going to be available. So, on December 4th through December 5th, only fan club members will be able to buy the doll, meaning that there's a fan club early access window. And then on December 5th, there is going to be the general release. So, unlike the Grady twins, where we were allowed to buy 2 if you wanted to buy 2, at the fan club drop, you were allowed to buy 2. This time, it's back to doing the 1-in-1 model, so if you want 2, which I usually do get 2 because my mom and I buy our dolls together, we share a fan club account because why would we both pay an extra $10 a year when we could just share it, you know? Just makes sense. That way it's only $5 because it's a worthless membership anyway. I digress. But yeah, it's a 1-in-1 thing, you gotta pay shipping twice, and you aren't able to use a discount code to save on both. You'll have to waste 2 if you want to. Oh yeah, I have I have a Mattel Creations code if you guys want to use it. It's a Courtly Jesters. You get 10% off. I'll write it in the description. So, yeah, I'll plug it on my channel page if any of you want to use it for this drop. There are other codes that are 15%. I wish I got one of those. But whatever. I'm just happy that I got one at all because I've seen like lists of all the codes. It's pretty nice that those exist. I'm getting off topic. So anyway, in this photo we can see Edward a bit. We could see that the scars are sculpted into the face, which is good. I'm happy that they're sculpted on. It would have been kind of lame if they were just painted on, you know? Like you could just wipe it off easily. I like when they actually sculpt things. Mattel has some crazy talented sculptors working for them, so it's always nice to see the sculptors work, like, you know, like actually see their work, you know, like it's nice to see it in the face, basically. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the other picture is. It's like a big gear. I'm not sure what this is a picture of. Maybe it's some kind of headpiece or a body piece, like a corset or something. Maybe it's part of the shoe. I just don't know what this silver thing is. Like, I just can't tell. Maybe it's part of the shoe, because we could see the scissor hand here. It's not the scissor hand. It's not the titular scissor hand. We also got this photo, which kind of just looks like when Edward was cutting up, you know, like, making the snow. What was he doing? Was he sculpting something? God, I'll watch a movie so many times and I just don't remember simple details about it. Whatever, it was when he was making it snow. It looks like that, based on all the little white fragments. I think. I could be completely wrong. I don't even know. I'm starting to doubt myself. Basically, this is very exciting. Edward Scissorhands has been one of my most wanted Skullectors, basically since the line began. Like, we started off pretty strong with Pennywise and the twins, though Pennywise was the better of the two for sure. And then we got Beetlejuice the next year. The moment I saw Beetlejuice, I was like, can they do Edward Scissorhands next? Because, like, you know, they already got the one Tim Burton, like, license. Why not do, like, the rest of the Tim Burton stuff? I don't know. It seems like now they're only missing, like, a couple Tim Burton things. Like, what's another thing they haven't done? Sweeney Todd. They should do Sweeney Todd. That could be fun. I don't know. I feel like that one would have to be a 2-pack, though. Sweeney Todd would have to be a 2-pack, because you can't just have, you know, the Demon Barber without Miss Lovett. Miss Lovett's got to be there, too. Just because I like her. She was a baddie. Basically, I keep going off topic. I'm excited for this one. I'm very, very excited for this one. I just really, really hope the drop goes smoothly. They announced it very far in advance. Usually Skullectors, they don't announce it that far in advance usually. Like, usually we get like a week's notice, that's it. It's nice to at least have the 2 weeks, you know? Gives people a little time to hopefully get a paycheck. I'm gonna get a paycheck between this time period, so that's nice. I'll have a little money to spend. I don't know how much this one's gonna cost. I'm assuming we'll get the price reveal when the doll has been fully revealed, so hopefully that will happen soon, because I want to see the full doll. I want to see the doll right now, actually. Show me the whole doll, please, please. Real quick, though, I do want to talk about how ridiculous the Skullector release schedule has been this year, because just counting the horror movie characters, the horror movie, like, you know, like the movie-based dolls, you know. We started with Beetlejuice 2 at the beginning of the year. We got Megan and David, so that was 2 more. We got the Us pack, that makes 4. What else have we gotten? We just got the Alien doll. That's 5 already, and Edward Scissorhands makes 6. That is 6 Skullectors this year. That's crazy. It was crazy enough when we were getting like 4 a year, when they suddenly upped it from 2 a year to 4. But now it just like, it just doesn't stop. We just keep getting more and more Skullectors every year. And if you want to count Elvira, the second Elvira they did as a Skullector, that's 8. Right? Or is that 7? I already forgot what number I said. It's too many. That's the point. It's too many. Oh my god, I didn't even count the re-release of the twins. That it does come up to 8, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because like here, let me count them right now. So yeah, we got Beetlejuice, that's 1, David is 2, Megan is 3, Elvira's 4. I forgot about Emily. Emily is 5. The Us 2-pack is 6. Xenomorph is 7. We've gotten 9 Skullector releases this year. That's crazy. Why the fuck did we get so many Skullector releases? My god. Oh my god, I thought this year has been more expensive, and it has been. If you regularly keep up with the Skullector line, if you buy every Skullector release, which I try to do, that is an ungodly amount of money. At the very least, not all of the Skullectors have sold out. For example, if you didn't buy the Squid Game doll, if you didn't buy, Megan or David or the Us 2-pack, those are all still available on Mattel Creations. But it's like, what the hell, man? That's so many. That's just so many releases. God, I don't even want to know what they're going to do next. The only release we know about for sure that's happening next year is Coraline. We know Coraline is getting a Skullector. I don't want to know the rest. It's pretty nice that Edward Scissorhands managed to remain a surprise. Like, we have not seen any leaks for this doll, and that's really nice. I'm really happy that we didn't see any leaks for this one. The alien doll also hit so much harder because we didn't see a single smidge of a leak for that doll. Those two, they managed to keep under wraps, which is good, because the rest of the lineup for the year, they did not. We got so many leaks. We even got to see most of the dolls beforehand. The only one we didn't was David. David the Lost Boy. Do you guys remember David the Lost Boy? They also kept the Squid Games doll under wrap, but I don't think anyone gave a shit about Squid Game. I bought her because I like her design, but I wish I didn't because she's on sale on Mattel Creations right now. I could have gotten her for like half off, man. Anyway, back on topic. Sorry for the tangent. I'm insufferable, I know. But, yeah, with Edward, I for sure think Edward Scissorhands is going to sell out. This is definitely going to be one that goes quickly. So I'm just gonna lock in and do my best to try to get her. Or him. It's gonna be a gender-bent doll. It's definitely a gender-bent doll. But, yeah, I'm excited for this one. I'm so excited for this one. Like I said, this is one I've been waiting for forever. I'm happy that the doll was gender-bent. I know a lot of people were pissed about that. It never bothers me, really. I'm usually fine with it. Like, I can only think of one instance where the doll being male would have helped, and that's actually David the Lost Boy. I know we rag on him a lot for, like, why did he get a doll? It was a very random choice. But David the Lost Boy for sure should have been a male doll. Because if they knew he wasn't going to sell well anyway, why try to force it by making him a female doll, you know? Very flawed logic, I don't give a shit, I'm just saying. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. It was more of a stream of conscious thing than it was me actually talking about Edward Scissorhands. But I'm very excited for this one, if you can't tell. I really, really want this one. I'm happy that there's a bit of a break. Like, there's a 2-week period before we actually have to buy this one. If it was another one that was dropping like this week, I would have crashed out, man. Like, I can't do this anymore. Even with the 2 weeks, it feels too soon because, you know, we just had the unexpected restocking of the twins. That was like $100, $115, because I tried to use a discount code, but my mom had PayPal Honey turned on, and it fucking replaced the code, and we didn't get to use the discount code, so we lost like $30 in discounts. I was so mad. I was so mad. But whatever. I'm just glad I got the stupid twins. I don't even like them. Why the fuck did I buy them? I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm not losing my mind. And thank you guys so much for watching once again, because I like to thank you guys twice for some reason. So yeah, hope to see you in my next one. Bye!